Baroness Hoey. My name is Dr Matthew Doré and I'm a palliative care consultant in Northern Ireland. I've spent decades caring for patients at the end of their lives. I'm aware it's impossible to read all the letters sent to you, therefore I'm asking and hoping you can listen for a short 2 minutes of your time in this video. I know you are not just a legislator, but someone who I know values integrity and the protection of the vulnerable. I do understand the powerful compassion behind the assisted dying bill. The desire to end suffering is profoundly a human impulse, but I believe this legislation, now in front of you and the Lords, however well-intentioned, is a very dangerous path for Labour and our society, which you now have a responsibility over. Indeed, the bill actually never mentions suffering or has any criteria outlining the requirements of suffering. This bill, I fear, would ultimately actually fail those very people it is supposed to aid. It creates a two-tier system where the terminally ill, the elderly and the disabled, those who may feel they are a burden, could be presented with what feels less like a choice and more like an expectation. I encourage you to look at the details. For example, the safeguards are not actually safeguards. Rather, they are a eligibility criteria, a tick box checklist. Even the panel is just checking on the tick boxing activity and not assessing or judging the rationale of the patient. There's nothing actually assessing the why. Why are you wanting lethal medications given to you? All my patients, as a palliative care doctor, sit in this circle of eligibility. So I can tell you, many would feel a burden on others and, unfortunately, access it. Many would feel society no longer wants them. And many would seek death out of panic and fear from an imagined and very unlikely future. The pressure, Baroness, is often unspoken clearly, but it is said if you really listen. How many in the nursing homes or elderly at home say, I don't want to be a nuisance? I.e., my continued existence is an inconvenience physically, financially, socially to others. The challenge to you and to the laws now is how can you legislate for that immense pressure? There is currently no checks on this. In fact, the opposite, it seems encouraged. Often people say there are risks on both sides, but please look closely at those claims of bad deaths. Get the exact details, as my experience would state these claims are often, unfortunately, grossly exaggerated, both in severity and frequency, and are often being used as propaganda to promote assisted dying. Not impossible, but certainly not even remotely a common experience. It is completely disproportionate. Palliative care offers an alternate vision. Our duty must be to surround people with care and support and worth. Please value the terminally ill as much as anyone else in society. Not have society say, because laws send cultural messages, that under your circumstances, it might be better off if you were dead. Please, please don't wash your hands of responsibility to really, really examine this. This will change society from one of valuing every human life, always, I think Labour's founding principle, to your worth is circumstantial. She is selfishly living on and on, sucking up resources and time. Please protect the vulnerable from this regressive law. Thank you for listening.